Carmelo Hayes tied it up with Andrade, part seven incoming there. What have you been thinking about this rivalry, man? This is something I didn't think would be blowing up the way it has. People are talking about this on social media and whatnot. Dynamite matches all the way through. How are you liking this so far?
Thoroughly enjoying them. Great chemistry, great matches. These two guys have great pair. I'm surprised it went to seven. They're not saying it's a best-of-7 series, but they just give us the record every time they have a match.
Yeah,
So it was 2-1, and then Carmelo Hayes, of course, won. So Andrade won match five. I'm like, oh, okay, that's fun. I know they loving this rivalry backstage, and I guess we're going to best-of-7. Not even because it's what 3-2, three, yeah, 3-2. It's best-of-7. Can't go wrong. Money.
fans are liking it, and I'm surprised because I feel like usually the fans are more about like storytelling, A or B, just like, kind of like one-offs type of deal. You see like one or the other. We're not really seeing a storyline per se here, but like we're seeing multiple matches take place and it still feels fresh.
Yeah, there's no story here. There's no rivalry. They have some feuds backstage. There's some promos cut backstage. There's no in-ring promos, but it's a non-rivalry rivalry.
Yeah.
It seems
Something I
like
feel like it's like an AEW thing, but
something
like,
bar from AEW. Yeah, it's this
yeah,
this is working. Maybe it's to draw in those AEW fans who watch, like my friend who watches it. They don't care about the story, just care about the actual in-ring product, and this is delivering in all cylinders.
it's funny they're using an AEW talent in that spot, ironically
Yeah,
enough.
he was WB first. He's back home.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying like, he was in AEW
Speaking of
in
that,
catering.
interviews on YouTube.
What's that?
But you said just saying. So every time you say just saying, I gotta say interview now on
Oh,
YouTube. Wow. Oh, you were caught on that one. I guess gave you too much credit. I gave you too much credit on that one.
it's been a day. Sorry about that. I was like, what? I tried to play along. I was smiling out like, yeah. What the fuck did you just say?
But yeah, I
Um,
mean, so see what happens with match seven. Will they continue past? I don't see them going past seven, but if it's working, why? If it's not broken, don't fix it.
I
See
feel
how
like
long you can squeeze this out. Blood of a
the
stone.
the last time we saw this, right, something like this in WWE, it was at least to what I can remember, was Sheamus and Cesaro, right?
Yeah, that
Remember,
was best of five, wasn't it? Or best of seven?
I think it was Best-of-7. I could be wrong, maybe five. And it was Mick Foley's idea when he was like the
Yeah.
general manager there. And what did that lead to? What was the payoff in that?
The bar?
Exactly. They became the Bar, one of the most dominant tag teams at that point. They were Cesaro's been in plenty of tag teams. I feel like that was one of the best ones that had a great time working together. They fed off each other really well. Um, what do you think the payoff is going to be for this? I think it's WWE, so it's got to be some sort of payoff.
There has to be. I can't imagine what again because it's not a real. Sheamus and Cesaro hated each other. They were into a rivalry. This was a result of that rivalry. Mick Foley said, "Enough. I'm going to give you a best of seven matches."
Yes, yes.
Again,
What happened? They wound up having mutual respect for each other.
this wasn't decreed by an authority figure. This is just something that happens to be happening. So what's the payoff here? I do not know. Carmelo's going to win the next one. Have to go to Game Seven. We're in the playoffs for baseball anyway. I don't know. I don't see them tagging together. I don't see them
Is it
forming a group.
is it going to lead to something with LA Knight? Going to
Maybe
be a
he's
triple
involved.
threat?
I don't see a triple threat, but I've been wrong before. I This is a beginning of a Carmelo face turn. They have respect, and he wins the crowd over with his athletic ability and one of those generic natural face turns. I don't see him as a face yet, anyway. I don't know. I really don't know what the payoff is, so I'm just going to sit back, relax, and enjoy because I don't know where this is going.
Interesting. I feel like you normally do.
Yeah, do you? Usually get some sort of sense of direction, but remember, this is also the new era.
It is a new era, right?
With the formula we've been fed for 40 years is no longer in
But like
play.
even still with Triple H, so like everything does seem to have a purpose, more so than maybe even like during the last of Vince's tenure. Um, I don't, dude. I really don't know. I maybe this is just to get Carmelo and Andrade their shine. I mean, Andrade really never got a full shot, I think, in WWE or AEW, and like this is the most I feel like he's been shining in his career since since his NXT days. Carmelo Hayes, I
Yeah,
mean, he's relatively new to the main roster. This is a great way to get him into like into the limelight with like an accredited wrestler such as Andrade. You know, so maybe the immediate payoff is that they're both winning, they're both getting TV time, they're both getting talked about, they're both getting exposure.
yep, big time.
What happens next? LA Knight's obviously involved, so like I don't necessarily know if it's going to lead off to like, all right, who's impressing the most here is going to get their shot against LA Knight, or if it is going to be a triple threat. It looks like it's going to be a triple threat. But then what? Like you led to the best seven for just that? I don't know. I'm not too sure.